Hey, what's up guys? It's Mike at youarethepath.com. So, life, living your life. How do you live your life? What is life about? I don't know, but I want to share something with you about being who you are and living the kind of life that you want to live. So it's going to benefit you and those around you, those that you care about, those that you come into contact with. How do you get to a place where you're functioning how you want to function, that you feel comfortable in your own skin, you feel good about life, you feel good about waking up, you feel healthy? How do you let go of your bad habits and incorporate good ones? These are the kind of things that I talk about. A lot of us came to this kind of genre of self-help, if you will, because we went through some kind of trauma, some kind of situation where we got depressed, or something happened that caused us to seek answers. A lot of us are drawn to this kind of genre because of that. But why wait for things to get really bad before you start to seek out answers? And not just seek out answers, but take action. The point I'm making is, why wait to feel down before you start taking action and start doing the things that you know are going to help you? Do it now. Like, if you feel the impetus to take action on what interests you, do it now. Don't wait until you feel fed up that you've not done it, that you've not practiced whatever it is that you said you're going to start practicing. Do it now. So another thing that came to mind, something that stops us from being who we would prefer to be, is greed. Greed. We don't know how to get pleasure from something without overdoing it. So you might get pleasure from, I don't know, whatever it is you get pleasure out of. Do you overdo it? Do you try and milk it too much, like trying to suck and squeeze the pleasure out of something to the point where you get addicted to it, to the point where it starts to take away from you? It could be anything. Spending too long playing a computer game to the point where you just forget about your other responsibilities. So that's something to bear in mind, and just become conscious of it. Like, for example, I got up today in the morning, I felt rested, good, felt good about starting the day. I could have gone back to bed, but I knew that I didn't really need to. Now that would have been greedy, to go back to bed. Ultimately, I felt better. A lot of the times when I do go back to bed, I feel groggy and lazy. So I have to remind myself to be conscious of the light. There's a lot of doom and gloom out there, and you gotta to be balanced mentally, you gotta be aware of the light is there. It's the small things in life. So I do the things that I do in the morning help me to align with the light. So that's things like yoga, meditation, candle focus, listening to masters, enlightened masters, taking in some kind of information from people that are already functioning and living the life that I would prefer to be living. So I realized that I think too much and I just need to feel. It's like what Bruce Lee said in Enter the Dragon. He was teaching a student and he said to the student, don't think, feel. It is like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger or you'll miss all that heavenly glory. So the finger being the information, being the books and the videos that we watch, That's the finger, but it's where those books, videos and information are pointing to. So don't focus on the information. It's pointing somewhere. It's just philosophy if you don't take action and have a real experience of it. And I know I need to experience more of a feeling, intuitive type of space. I'm tuning more into that. So I know that when I'm doing that and I'm living as I know myself to be, I'll know what to do when I need to know it. All the people in my life, I'll know what to say and how to deal with the challenges of life when I need to know it. I don't have to worry about how everything is going to come about. And that brings me to my next main point, is patience. You know, dropping the mind, dropping the ego. It can happen like that, but for a lot of us, we won't experience it in that way. It will be a experience of gradual expansion into more and more of who we are. And I can get impatient sometimes, and I want to achieve everything in a day, and I don't have to do that when I'm just taking action on my excitement without having to know where it's going to lead or how it's going to get there. At first, to motivate yourself, you may need a future goal. You may need to know why you're doing what it is you're setting out to do. When I set out to wake up early in the morning, if I forget why I'm doing it, it's so easy for me to just turn back over and get more sleep than I actually need. But if I know why I'm doing it, what it is, and the life, the reality I'm wanting to live, if I know that in my mind before I go to sleep and it's there in the morning, there's much more chance that I'm going to wake up and I'm going to apply myself. It's like sometimes we think that other people have got it better because they wake up in the morning and they get in their $100,000 Bentley car. When you wake up in the morning, your brain is a UFO. It's how you're going to drive it. Are you going to drive it like a donkey? Or are you going to get behind the seat of your vehicle, your physical body, and drive this powerful brain which computates, I think it was something like 9 trillion computations per second. Each neuron has that capacity. We've not really tapped into it. Hope you got something from this one. Take it easy, guys. Peace.